my name is Wendell Stinnett. I grew up in Dumas, Texas, and one of the things that stand out in my mind about those growing up years is a song that played on KDDD, the local radio station, entitled "I'm a Ding Dong Daddy from Dumas." It was quite a catchy tune. I found myself tapping my feet and singing that song on a regular basis. Let me let you listen to a piece of it and see what you think.
I'm a ding dong daddy from Dumas, and ought to see me do me stuff. I'm being cut from corners, oh, you ought to see me stuff. Oh, Jesus, I was up, and I done forgot the words. Ding dong daddy from Dumas, ought to see me do me stuff.
That old tune gets stuck in my head, and I haven't lived in Dumas in more than 30 years. But stuck in my heart is a church that's located at 6th and Porter, a church with a very deep legacy, a church that has contributed much to not only the community of Dumas, but much to the ministry and the work of God in the world. There's been missionaries and pastors and evangelists that have come out of that church and have done works for God, works in their community. And so I view that church like a garden. There's been a lot of seed planted there, and there's been a lot of growth, and been a lot of harvest that come out of it. But I'm coming to you today because I believe that church could use some support. I'm going to send them $1. Now you're chuckling. $1, you say. What will that do? Well, by itself, very little, nothing. But if you'll give one, and then you'll ask somebody else to give one, and then someone else to give one, and we do enough of that, we'll collectively supply the need that's there. And we'll post more about the needs of that church on the blog site. You can look for that in the beginning of this video. The impetus behind my request is a story that I read of a young boy that was 4 years of age that had a heart for missions. And he wrote to Chaplain McCabe and said, "I'll give you a nickel. In essence, I'll give you a nickel for missions, and if you need any more, just ask me." Now, Chaplain McCabe was attempting to raise $1 million, and he had a nickel. But he took that nickel and the little note that little boy wrote and stood before audiences all over the United States and told the story of a nickel and a note. And in the process of time, $1 million was raised. We're in a different age, we're in a different era. But I do believe that the same thing can happen. I believe that if you'll give $1 and I'll give $1, that we can raise money and funds to support small ministries. My dream is to support ministries in the $50 all the way up to $50,000 range. I will list some as much as $500,000, those that are in need of a new facility. But my heart is with the $50,000 to $50,000 range of churches. And I believe you'll help if you'll hear their story. And you'll see what they're doing in their communities to affect the hearts and lives of people. Funerals get paid for. Water bills are paid for. And I could go on and all the good works that small churches do. And there are people that are in small churches that wouldn't go to a larger church because they may have social phobia or some other type of experience in their life that just makes them uncomfortable in a large group. So they'll go to a small church. And because they're in the small church, they will get fed spiritually and their physical needs will be met. They'll have friends. And perhaps for some of them, for the first time in their life, they'll be accepted and included and be part of something. And I believe that has great value. I believe that it has great value to society. I am convinced that there are people that are in small churches that would otherwise be in jail or dead or involved in some drug situation or on alcohol, but because somebody loved them and cared for them, they are holding on and doing the very best they can with the help of their church. That's the kind of church that's in Dumas. They have dreams, they have plans, but they need money. I'm sending them $1. In fact, I'm going to send them more than $1, but it's not enough to meet all their needs. They need more dollars. Would you go to my blog site and read the article entitled 5 Cent Miracle? And if it touches your heart, and after you've read that and you look at my blog site, there's another page there called Seed Needs. Pick one. And before I'm through, there'll be 100 on there, and you can pick one of those and that touches your heart, and just send them $1. Let's see how many dollars we can raise. If Bishop McKay can take a nickel and a note and raise $1 million in this day and age with the internet and social media, I think we can take dollars and raise $100 million. I know that's a big dream, but I'm going to dream it.